What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The 8th of November. We're looking here at Aerodrome Finance. So we had another update yesterday. We hit our first upper target, first of two new targets, I should say. And we have markets pulling back here. So we're going to take a deeper dive into that. We'll drop into Bitcoin towards the end. Welcome to the channel, guys. All the new subscribers. Appreciate it. All right, so if you're new, quick recap here. Aerodrome Finance was forming a pretty obvious head and shoulders here. And this yellow line here is the neckline. So we had support for 2 days on the neckline, the 3rd and 4th of November. We started to break away to the upside on the 5th of November and really had a great follow through on the 6th with a 19, let's see, it was at a 20% up day, followed by Thursday the 7th was a 4.27% up day. So going back just a moment here, sometimes when things are very obvious in the markets, like these chart patterns, they don't play out. They actually do the opposite. And that's exactly what we saw here. We had a slight breach of the neckline on the 4th, close above it, and then really got a reversal move to the upside starting on the 5th and haven't looked back. I mean, from that neckline around $1.05, this market's up 35% in 4 days. So also back in here, we had talked about some new upper targets. The first one being 147.6. That's this green line right here. You could see 1476, $1.47. And we actually hit that perfectly yesterday. So we didn't take out our high yet from the 14th of October. That was 148.29. Yesterday's high was 147.8. But it's real nice to see that our target was hit. And we had a comment probably on yesterday's video, if not the day before, somebody mentioning, honestly, TA doesn't mean anything, etc. Yeah, I get it. Everybody has a different way of looking at the markets, but I want to show you something here. And as far as TA doesn't mean anything, a few days back we had talked about, look, we have a target number one up there at $1.47.6. Look where we topped out yesterday. We topped out and found resistance exactly at the 147.6 level. Did we trade slightly higher? We hit a high of 147.8. We did. But my level, way before the market got up there, was 147.6. So it's tough for me to agree with you 100% that TA doesn't mean anything, because when you have a price level way above the market before the market's even close to getting there, then the market rallies, trades right up to your level, and pulls back as resistance, which is how the levels work above the market, and then pulls back and continues to trade below it. It's tough for me because the market just proved itself that, hey, TA does still have a place. So maybe that's maybe that'll open up your mind just a little bit. And if you're new, hopefully you'll follow along and you'll see it does matter and it does play a huge role. That's how I'm able to call these price levels. It's based on TA. All right. So the head and shoulders is basically out the window right now. And right here, we took out the highs from the 29th of October. Somebody asked, hey, when is the head and shoulders no longer valid? When this market prints a higher high, which took place on the 6th of November. And right now we have a higher high in place. We'll see where the pullback comes in. Maybe we pull back to the 129, 128, 130 level, print a higher low, and then continue to rally. Target number 2 above the market will be, so the next target we're looking for We're very close to making a new high here, taking out the highs from the 14th. My next new level I'm looking for is $1.716, 1716. That's the next target. If and when this market breaks out into some new highs, taking out the highs from, again, early, what was the date here? The 14th of October. We're looking for a 176 move, and that would be about 20% higher. So there are some price levels. Let's see if I can get rid of this here. Some price levels that fall in between the where we're at now and 171. For example, 150, let's see here, 158, 156, etc. And those could all come into play. But what I'm really looking for, just like we called the 147, is we're looking for a move really up here to 171 before I think this market's going to find any major resistance. We also don't know how long we will hold below 147.6. It could just be today, and then tomorrow we break out above it. That time is unknown, but the level worked as it should. It worked perfectly. If you've been viewing the channel for a bit, you've seen this time and time again, and this is just another example of looking for a price move up to X, X level, and then, for X amount of time as a resistance, and then we break back above it. Hopefully, at least that's the plan in a bullish market. So that's that, guys. 171.6 is the next level I'm looking for above the market. It's a 20% move higher. Yeah, we'll see when it happens. It could happen in a pretty powerful way because we're taking out this major high over here on the 14th. We got close yesterday, but did not do it. But it's really good to see that we have a higher high compared to a lower low. If the head and shoulders broke to the downside, I had a projection of basically a 42% move lower down to the original breakout zone here around 60, 61. So exciting times ahead, hopefully, here for the markets and the Aerodrome Finance holders. Let's drop over to BTC USD. Bitcoin, we are still above 74,958. Very nice to see. This does look like a slight topping pattern here.